was going for about an hour. Only a few minutes ago he was asked to turn it down. Do you think he replied?
It's actually quite possible the board of control could eventually...
Round one. Oh my word! That was the right hand we were worried about.
The fight's all over. The fight is all over. His legs have gone. The referee has stopped. That young fellow's legs are completely gone. If this fight is not finished in the first round, it's because Naz doesn't want to. Yep, it's all over. All over.
The most clinical finish seen in the British ring for some time. And Prince Naseem Hamed retains his WBO featherweight title. There's the first knockdown. The very first punch of the fight.
It's possible that Naz didn't really intend finishing the fight with one punch. Maybe even surprised himself there. Maybe that was just a punch he threw. He stepped in with the punch. It was a wide hook. Maybe Naz at the time didn't really realise, a little bit longer. But see, in he goes, supreme confidence. Just looking, out it comes, wide punch, bang, perfectly on the chin, and it's all over. The referee could really have stopped it then, because when Lawal got up, he had nothing to offer. His legs were gone. I wondered if maybe Naz would back off and allow him to recover. He decided not to. One more punch, doing exactly as he pleases.
You could see the head rock backwards. It was some punch.
Yeah, tremendous punching and tremendous power. And once again, we're amazed where Naz finds this power, where the power comes from. But the fans are obviously going to feel cheated. There
Two
it goes, look.
extraordinary punches. And there's the second. The head goes right back, and that uppercut really sorted him out.
The referee has stopped the contest. The winner and still featherweight champion of the world, Prince Naseem Hamed.
Matter of months away from getting his shot at a world championship. And straight away, and 4 in the third. Unique style, blurring hand speed, punches coming in from angles you don't dream of.
Well, Hamed said don't blink, and you've got to expect him to start very fast.
Well, he usually spends the first round just feeling his opponent out, but he's going for it right from the word go here. But Angeles doesn't look phased at all and gets him with a couple of punches. Looks as if he's easy enough to hit, and he's been hit plenty of times in this first round too. Oh, and
But Hamed is really trying to get some power behind them punches.
but the referee imposing his authority early. Hamed is smiling now at Angeles. Big chance of Naseem ringing around this arena. Oh, terrific right hand, and then a delayed action fall for Angeles. It seemed to take a while to take effect. It was the right hand, I'm sure, that did it. Angeles is down, he's looking at his corner. Is he going to beat the count? No, he's not. He's knocked out in the second round. There's the backflip. And Prince Naseem Hamed retains the WBC International Super Bantamweight Championship.
The winner and still WBC International Super Bantamweight Champion, Prince Naseem Hamed.
So this is the WBO and IBF Featherweight Championships. Naz in the leopard skin trunks against his challenger, who's had the audacity to suggest he can win this. Oh goodness, big left hand from Naz right in the first 30 seconds. And obviously he will have taught Hardy as much as he can about Naseem. The most precocious talent I've ever seen. Oh, and once again he's got him. Well, he's up at 7, and that's something of a surprise that he actually got up at 7. And he's got him again. Billy Hardy once again sprawled on the canvas. Well, this time he's up at 6, and will he continue? I think, no, it's not. It's all over. So, a 2 knockdown first round win. And this is the second one. Bang, right through the middle that time. On the ring side afterwards.
But is he really good enough? Don't go and make the tea or coffee now. Due to go 12, but Prince Naseem has won his last 14 by stoppage. How can Cabrera cope with this massive step up in class from what he's been used to? Hands are so fast, the punches come from such unusual angles during experience, just to be in there with him. Oh, big right uppercut, that corkscrew right uppercut, which is a trademark punch, one he has invented himself.
Over, keeping his guard really up, not wanting to make any mistakes.
Coming towards the end of round one, another big left hand goes through. Left hand thudding through. He's keeping those gloves up very hard, but he's caught by the right uppercut, left the cap. Prince Naseem's going for the finish now.
Well, he took some very heavy punches there, Cabrera, took them quite well, and another one, again the uppercut.
Speed befuddling him.
Guess he's walking on to the left hook now. Hamed getting more power in that punch, really going for it now. He's going for the stoppage.
He's got him going, send him reeling backwards with the latest left hand. The top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Blood around the eyes of Cabrera as well. He's looking bad.
The nose looks injured. The left eye swelling.
Badly marked and just massive.
He's finding terrific angles here, bringing them up, bringing them round. Another good left hand.
And Cabrera is stopped in the second round, just as he'd predicted. Cabrera hardly landed a punch.
See the stoppage there. Again, that trademark right hand turns into an uppercut. Another powerful left. He's in all sorts of disarray. He's badly marked, badly hurt. And the referee, I thought, was right to stop it there. He was only going to get hurt more and more. And it was a good time. We see it again there. Terrific uppercut punching there.
WBO IBF heavyweight champion of the world, your Prince Naseem Hamed.
Seemed to idolise him, the reaction. There wasn't any booing here. There was the last time, wasn't there?
There was the last time, but certainly nothing this time. They really enjoyed the whole build-up and everything.
Known Argentinian, Molina in the blue trunks. And Naseem looked as if he wanted to take him out with one punch. The way he let that right hand go. Last time, Naseem fighting with a heavy cold against Medina. Interesting to see how good this Molina is. Caught with an uppercut early on there. They do say that his punch resistance is good. It might need to be because for Prince Naseem tonight. Devastating looking right uppercut. Didn't quite land flush. But he took the punches okay. Very busy fighter. Now this is the round that Naseem said he would take. Looks for the sharp counter there. He's missing a lot, but the right hand got through. Trying to step it up now. Fast punches, good ones, and he's got him going here. A big right hand, he walked onto that. Molina took those punches extraordinarily well. How has he not gone down? Thunderous shots. And he shows some real resistance, but he can't afford to keep taking those. It looks good for the Prince at the moment, but what durability from the Argentinian.
Yes, he's got a sturdy chin and a good character. He's trying to fight back, but you can't take powerful punches like that for long.
He nearly made the prediction come true there. Molina hit by two more. At the moment, Naseem's doing what he wants. Right hand and a thunderous left. Molina, I don't think, is going to be able to carry on as he somehow got to his feet. Could happen. Now, let's have a look at these punches again, Glenn.
Yes, he just works them. Look at the power. He leans to the right, throws the right lead into an uppercut position. He goes down heavily from the left. Excellent punches. He relies on that a lot. Hamed, he gets great success when he turns them punches into uppercuts. There we see it from another angle. The right just lifts the chin up, and then the left that follows it, all the power, and takes him down.
His powers of recovery, remarkable. 3/4 of a minute left in the round. And Naseem Hamed wants to get the job done in the round that he predicted.
Well, Molina's brave, but his feet, his legs just don't look quite there. Unsteady legs, and you just think it's a matter of time now.
It is over. It is stopped in the second round. He said round two. It is round two. Molina's protesting, but he stopped on his feet. There were some huge punches again. Ask questions about Prince Naseem Hamed, maybe based on the Manuel Medina fight, but one thing you cannot question is his power. He is the biggest punching featherweight out there. I'm convinced of that. He could knock out anybody.
He certainly could, and I think it's time that the big matches were made, and I think, you know, we want to see him in with the big names. He's impressive at a certain level. He gets rid of them in good style, but we want to see what he's going to do with the big men.
Molina's beaten for the first time in 28 fights for him. And look what it meant to Prince Naseem. The glory and the money keeps rolling in.
After 2 minutes, 32 seconds of round two, the referee has stopped the contest. The winner by TKO, Prince Naseem Hamed, and still featherweight champion of the world.
So now, let's see if Cruz calling him a child. He actually 2 rounds, so it shows you what kind of fight it was. Not the greatest of punches on the record, Freddie Cruz, but certainly a good workman. He showed that with Robinson in Cardiff. Colourful gloves, haven't seen these for a long time. Yellow ones, it's introducing them now.
He's started getting right through solid legs, no problem at all from Hamed. He started so confidently.
He's so unpredictable.
I don't think I've ever seen a fighter with just so much confidence in what he's doing. Cruz is in big trouble here.
Jim, this will be sensational if he stops this guy.
Cruz's legs are shaky, right? He hasn't shown the effects of the first couple of good attacks.
Reflexes are kind of good in the sun. He's really got them. A junior 7 schools champion, a junior youth. Hasn't lost actually since amateur in '89. And that was a majority decision.
Get some confidence back. I mean, that must have wiped every bit of confidence he had that first round.
Good old campaigner, Freddie Cruz. And you say it's such a shock to see him under fire so early as that. I think he realised what he was doing at a couple of stages there. Doesn't mess about, Naseem, does he? He said he wants to be the first Briton to hold 4 world championships, different weights, obviously.
I mean, Cruz hasn't landed one decent punch yet.
Must be very frustrating to fight against him, mustn't he?
I'm not thinking frustrating, Reg. I'm thinking painful at the moment, because every punch he throws has an impact on Cruz. I think he would settle for a bit of frustration if this. See, he's reached the stage where Cruz is actually afraid to lead with anything because he knows he's going to be countered.
And Naseem Hamed now already stamped his authority in the opening round. He took his time a little bit in the second. I think he's paying some respect surely to Freddie Cruz.
And every time he leads, his heart's not in it, and he's been punished by a strong counter. See Hamed switching from orthodox to southpaw and back again.
Spent some years working in the gymnasium, of course.
It's got to be somebody with enough punching power to trouble him. Cruz doesn't have that. That's why it was always a safe match.
Something over there. He's right, the referee, Jim, isn't he, Barry O'Connell? Oh, he just waited for it to move on to that one. Now, that was good timing by Hamed there. Stop him in fourth or fifth. Well, let's see if he fancies himself as a bit of a Muhammad Ali in predicting. Looking just that much more older and matured, wasn't he, Naseem?
Yeah, I thought he looked a little bit keyed up at the start of the fight, almost approaching pre-fight nerves. Hamed, yeah.
No, and they give him the full point scoring there, the British judges and referee.
Well, and just as I've said that, he's landed a decent little left hook. I wonder if that'll just anger Hamed.
Unofficial score there by Barry McGuigan, which we do on RTV. I'm sure the judges have got that the same way.
Well, Cruz has got through a couple of times here. Hamed's come back with better, but at least he's landed a couple of shots.
Oh dear.
Well, Cruz landed a couple of decent shots. We'll see if it's done anything for his confidence. I wouldn't expect it has.
He's well fired up for this one. The worst thing that Cruz's manager could have done there was play games with him in the press conference and well, I've come only to fight a child, what have they done to me? It's a bit exciting when he unloads properly, but he starts to do a bit of posing between those little bursts of punches.
I would actually like to see Hamed launch an attack and sustain it.
Yeah, I would too, Jim.
A few months ago was challenging for the World Championship. We've got to say he is in world class now.
Yeah, that's what I meant actually, that he's now in world class and he's got to do it. Oh, look at that. He can lead with an uppercut. I mean, a decent fight anyway for the World Championship last June. And, well, really you can count on one hand the decent punches that Cruz has been able to get through in this first 5 rounds of a scheduled 12.
I think Cruz realises now, Reg, he doesn't have the power to trouble this young fellow, so what else is he going to do? He can't land punches enough to outpoint him, so he's just going to try and hang in there as long as he can, put up some sort of show. But it must be breaking his heart. He's had no success whatsoever. Hamed has said he wants to move up through the weights and win world titles at different weights. Well, he has that natural strength and power.
Done that pretty well, Jim, didn't he? Yep. 6th round.
I was always amazed at how easily he won the European title against Fidel Castro.
Through the middle of that protected guy, Footwork. He's banging trouble here. His legs are going a bit. He's got time to do it too, Hamed. In the 6th round, see now he's unloading. That's good stuff. This is a brave fella, Jimmy. He wants to go up with his pride if nothing else.
Yeah, that leading punch with the finisher itself, Red. That looked as though it was coming out as the jab and he just switched it into an uppercut, bang on the chin. I've never seen that done before.
It's not almost departed from his shoulders the way he brought that up. This is one game politics, I tell you what, he's got to be, because it's all over. He's seen it already. He knows he's got in trouble. We've been waiting for him to do that, and when he did it with style, and certainly a great deal of power.
It's nice to see some class refereeing. Cruz had nothing left here. Hamed was doing as he pleased, as he was from the first bell, and the time was right. He hadn't won a round, had hardly landed a punch. Referee Larry O'Connell picked the perfect time to call it over. And that was a tremendous performance. That's his second title in the second weight division. They're not really world titles yet, Reds, but as well within
The contest, Cruz being in no position to defend himself. The winner and new WBC International Super Bantamweight Champion, Prince Naseem Hamed.
As the rain begins to fall and it's getting heavier. 12 rounds for the WBO Featherweight Championship. Quite what happens when Hamed starts to land cleanly. And the punches bounce off Robinson, who's never been stopped.
So they're probably expecting a very fast start from Hamed.
He gets through Robinson. Can Robinson achieve that? I think maybe his backup plan here might be to try and draw Hamed's sting and then wear him down later on. Let's see. Robinson is a little bit something, but good right uppercut there from Hamed. And he followed it with a good left too. No doubt with the aim of counter-punching him, but Robinson's not buying that. He's striking out of that high-held guard. Coming towards the end.
He's just keeping very tight. He's letting Hamed lead to him. He's obviously going to look to counter.
With those jabs, I can tell you, because they're only about 5 or 6 feet away from him.
Yes, he's just flicking the gloves. What he's trying to do is get Robinson.
Is just a slip. He just wrestled him over. And that was not counted as a knockdown. Simply a slip. It's still raining here.
Hamed very confident, standing square on there. Yes, an extraordinary fight plan from Hamed. He's really taking chances in there to try and get Robinson out of that.
I know this big Welsh crowd would love to have those smiles right up his face. He seemed to catch Robinson with one and he just seemed to snag off him when that one landed. First sign of Robinson being we're up to 9 stone here. There's that very good right uppercut. That just did rock Robinson for a moment or two.
Yes, you see, right in the middle. He really got a lot of power to that. He dipped right down underneath.
Doing little hip swivels. Robinson has somehow through all of this just got to keep his cool. And giving the second round to Naseem after even opening. Robinson gets through with the right hand. And it just smiles, but he was caught significantly by it.
He's got to keep his guard up. He hasn't got to be tempted and making mistakes by Hamed.
Going the right uppercut. So trying to chase a ghost at times. It's dispiriting at the moment for Robinson because all he's doing is hitting the night air. He must have thrown about 30 punches in this round and none of them have landed. Oh, and Hamed catches him with a very helpful looking right too. He really is up for this one, or he should be, because this is a fight which could elevate him to a new level if he can get through it. Brilliant boxing in that round, and he carries on after the barriers in his career of 31 contests. That's a very good shot and his hand speed as well.
But the problem Robinson has, when he comes out of that crouch, he's getting caught with punches.
Bursting punches like that and then away again. Robinson just beginning to look a little bit marked, maybe around the face. And every time Robinson does come out from behind that kind of peekaboo stance of his, Hamed is looking for fast counters. Robinson just can't close the range on him. Can't get there with those body shots that would slow Hamed down.
That's a problem. Robinson needs to get to Hamed to wear him down. In this moment, Hamed isn't around him.
to get in close and to try and use what might be his superior strength. Robinson, oh, he's got him! Down goes Robinson for only the second time in his career. Could this be the end of his reign? Fifth round.
Really very, very confident. Look, the punches come from all sorts of angles. Bringing them round the side, one right through the middle there, and then lifts that one up. Right hand, right up the middle. And down he goes.
Robinson down. He's been outboxed in there at the moment, and these are bad moments now for Steve Robinson. Bravely he fights back with a body shot. His eyes look to be closing a bit.
Yes,
he's demoralised too.
He's definitely in trouble there. He doesn't know what he's got to do to get out of the way of punches.
Hamed is beginning to take him apart. Well, he's probably lost every round by the first. And Hamed here is going for the finish, I think. He's getting through these punches now. He switches stance again.
You see Robinson's face very swollen around the eyes that Julian Jackson had. Absolutely.
He can apply pressure, he gets through. Robinson does get through to that.
Hamed looks the stronger of the two.
Oh, there was a low blow there from Hamed. Robinson looks to be on unsteady legs to me now.
As he looks tired here, getting punched out of this ring, Robinson.
He's falling around the ring rather than moving around it to Robinson. This is brilliant stuff, really, from Naseem Hamed. He really may be the big, big star that he keeps telling us that he's going to be. He's really marked up and there's blood around the face of poor Steve Robinson now. Hamed finds more angles. Referee Riso Fernandez took quite a close look at him for a moment there. Being able to exert any kind of pressure or find a way back into the contest.
Well, he's really just taking a slow, steady barrage of punches. Still looks very confident, very classy. He's still digging at this. But still,
even up at featherweight, he looks a real force. Robinson still is having a pretty demoralising, even embarrassing experience in there at the moment. But I think Hamed would do this to a lot of...
I'm sure he would. Robinson is a very good fighter, beat a lot of good men. You know, good in lots of ways, very strong. But he's just he can't do anything with Hamed.
Slowed up a little bit in the last couple of rounds, maybe. That's just a slip. He slipped. And I think the referee stopped it. He stopped the fight as he slipped in the corner. Prince Naseem Hamed is now king. The coronation of the young star. One of the earlier fights, I wondered if he'd lost his footing a bit too.
Yes, it looked a bit like that, but his legs went so violently away from him, didn't they?
Yeah. It was a sort of delayed action fall.
In favour of the new WBO featherweight champion of the world, Prince Naseem Hamed.
Referee Caiz has the two guys in the center of the ring. Prince Naseem is here to put on his show, and Alicea is here to be sure he doesn't make little of him. Here we go. Watch the unorthodox style. He goes immediately with that right-hand lead. And again, Alicea has had over 100 rounds of work. This is just round one underway. And you see the young fella from Puerto Rico really doesn't appear to be intimidated, but you get the idea right away that Prince Naseem has a lot more power. Alicea just trying to protect himself against the big shot, and he comes out and he lets Naseem back off, and Naseem shows you exactly how he avoids punches by leaning his trunk back. He's a very difficult guy to hit. Naseem tries to go digging to the body, and that time he takes a left-hand shot from the challenger, Alicea. Alicea from Puerto Rico. See the way the crowd whistles when this kid does anything, they love him. And look at the just the cocky attitude that he has in there. Wild with the right hand that time. Naseem get clipped with a pretty good right hand. And he goes down! Puts Naseem is knocked down! And the Cowboy will have to take a standing 8 count. We'll show you the knockdown. Bang, right there. He caught him right on the button with a good shot there. And then he comes back and hits him again and knocks him. He's actually off balance and get clipped with the right hand. This shot here, that he survived that, is miraculous. The next one isn't as tough, but he's a little bit off balance. The Prince is in the process of leaning backwards. That first right hand was a tough shot. This one, he catches him. Now, see, that was a tough shot there. Now, watch this. He's landing down, and he's off balance with his right foot when he gets hit with the right hand. And Alicea is not being taken in by any of the foolishness of Prince Naseem. Naseem has been down before in his career, and he came back, of course, to win his fights. And you see, Alicea's got a bit more confidence, but there's no false bravado with this kid. He knows exactly what he has to do. Alicea has been fighting 8-round type opponents. This guy's a world champion. Naseem has been spoon-fed throughout his career because he has so much flair and ability that they want to be sure that he stays around for a while. So Alicea, a tough kid from Puerto Rico, is a step up in class for him too. And he continues to do his bending and the trunk tricks, and Alicea knows that the way to do that when a guy leans back is don't go for the head, but go for the body. He was brought up by the best jokester and showman in Puerto Rico, and a guy by the name of Hector Macho Camacho, and he studied him throughout, as did Naseem. I think Naseem picked up some of his movements and some of his antics from Macho Camacho. He does a lot of stuff like Camacho. The left hook catches Alicea. He bounces right back up, but that one hurt. He's wobbled on his legs. He's hurt. And the referee, Raul Caiz, has to separate him. Naseem is jumping all over the place trying to get at him. His legs are still wobbled. He's ready to go again. Naseem is all over him like a cat. Coming with those southpaw right-hand leads, digs to the body. Left hook catches him. One over the left hand is Alicea. He ducks underneath the right hand of the champion Hamed. And a much tougher knockdown that time for Alicea than the one that Naseem suffered in the first round. Wild right hand takes him down. He goes to a crashing left. And now the referee's holding him down. And if he's holding him down, he must be going to end the fight. It's all over. The referee's holding him down. And it's all over. He made up his mind that he was not going to let the kid get up. It's the belt back. Let's watch it. There he comes with a long looping right hand, and the left hand catches him. You see Alicea trying to fight back gamely, and then he's clipped again.
And still the WBO featherweight champion of the world, Prince Naseem Hamed.
The WBO featherweight championship of the world. And here we go, the first round of the fight. Both guys have the flashy trunks on. It's Naseem that's facing you. Watch the way he leans either way. He leans away from the guy, very awkward. You notice right away he's a southpaw, dabbing with that right hand. Medina, by the way, spent a lot of his career training in the same gym with Jorge Paz, and a very difficult guy to fight. A lot of movement like this. So he's not intimidated by this type of movement. But the left hand goes coming. Missing Medina. You wonder how a guy as small as and the right-handed fighter and Medina that their front feet will get tired. He seemed much more serious in the first round of this fight than he was in the first round of his last fight against Alicea. Alicea dumped him in the first round. His body, he can do all the dancing he wants with his upper body lean away. But I can get to his body. That is the champion Hamed. He's fought far superior opponents, including 3 fights with the IBF featherweight champion of the world, Tom Johnson. Those guys are slipping a bit out there, and again, it's a situation with new boxing shoes in the corner, so they're slipping a bit. Left hand doesn't hurt Medina. Right hand bounces off the floor. misses again with an awkward left hand. And the bell ends round. He's an extraordinary athlete. Great hand-eye coordination. And I don't think you need to me explain to you what somebody was talking about the showmanship of the Prince. Now it looks like he's got like an adrenaline flow going. He feels like he can catch this guy and Medina can't hurt him. And that's the key. His rolling type tactics and turn this into a straight fight. That's all he has to do. He'll be able to control the age of 16. Actually, he turned pro at the age of 14. That's legal in Mexico. Naseem almost caught him with that right hand. See him coming back with a left. Out of Yemen. He got hit, and whether it was a head butt or what it was, but he's caught and stayed. Catches the southern. So let's see if we can pick it up. He's cracked with a nice left hand there, and down he goes. And you see Hamed then threw the punch so hard. Let's see this again. Boom, he cracks him, and then tries to nail him again. Now there was blood coming from that eye, and then maybe the tape on the wrist is what maybe ripped that open. Let's see. Now he caught him with a pretty good punch. Referee lets it continue, and he attacks again. Right the right hand, and the pitch slips again on the slippery canvas. I can't tell exactly where the punch is coming from, but the ball is round number 2. Of each other and how many they're landing. But the telling blow that split Medina's face open was that big shot that dropped him, and now Medina tries to nail Hamed, and the Prince is able to absorb it. Well, the Prince loves a war. He's got one here, and that's his power hand. Misses with the left hand that time. Medina tries to keep him off, but caught really on the nice shot inside. Prince turns it again. Medina trying to use his reach advantage. Trying to use his head advantage, but it's to no avail. The cheers and chanting continue in Dublin, Ireland, as the Prince, the pride of Europe in the featherweight division, kind of guy that everybody either loves or hates. With all the fighters that I know, he's the kind of guy that I really like. Certainly controlling the flow of his fight. Medina hits him, but he doesn't touch him front. And the referee, Gino Rodriguez, says, hey, you're not going to be able to hang on to him and push him down, but that's exactly what he does again. The Prince knows what he's doing in there. When he gets inside, he has a tendency in watching to grab the guy behind the head and push him down. So he's the southpaw, so he's jabs with that right hand, and he fires in the left. Medina hasn't been able to land anything flat. That's another round for Prince, filled with confidence, in control here as Medina tries to attack. And when Medina comes in and does anything, the guy with the attitude of showing off and whatnot is not indeed the average crowd, although they love to watch him. We're going to see him win. And it's the same thing with this crowd here. Medina trying to make a scrub of it, but it's so frustrating. It's this awkward and does so many strange things. Nothing really prepares you for a scrub in the crowds that are with a guy that's this awkward, this cocky. At the Point Arena Theater here in Dublin, Ireland, the principal, Prince Naseem Hamed, about conditioning and shape. Look at this guy right moving the plate. Comes with an awkward shot. And Medina also said he was going to go for body shots. Instead, he lands a good shot to the head. And again, you see Medina continues to score some punches right now. Hooked him again with the right hand. Medina is the type of guy that can gain some confidence if he can. Medina can put this one in the book. So this fight changes around in a hurry here. Prince wide with that crap. Turns his back and walks away. By the way, that's illegal. The guy is not supposed to turn his back on opponents. And if there was any question before about him winning this round, he's winning this round. That's Medina's round. Pushing the crowd here. Medina in the second round. And that's about the difference in the fight. Because looks straight on his feet, but look at the punches he's missing. Wow, with that left hook, and that's a power hand. Prince Naseem Hamed is using it. And if Prince deviates from the game style that we've seen, Medina making him miss a lot of shots. He's landing some, he's missing a lot. See Medina is stuck underneath that punch. Now inside, because they're not going to allow him to hang on and hit. These are some of the things that you get away with. Times that everything else goes in 1 or 2. And he hasn't had a lot of the professional time in the ring, certainly that Medina has had. And this is Medina's round. In the process of turning the fight around in his favor. Hamed is still out in front of this fight. This is getting interesting. And this is what this class fighter like he's seeing tonight. And he's not getting away with a lot of the things he can get away with. The Prince doesn't have that real cocky look in his face anymore. He has more of a look of concern, showboating, and not as much up-talking. He's still out with the fight. Southpaws are out for anything. Up-top shots, and according to Feints stats, Medina's ranked at 39. It means to be in against the world's hottest fighter. Like I said about adrenaline, but the world championship fights, they don't have a lot of them in this area. We're past the midsection of the fight. It's already a better fight than Prince Naseem Hamed thought it was going to be. Hamed trying to do everything he can to win this fight. And he'd like to get a shot on top of that rock and try to win this thing. Turn his way. You see in other fights where he's not less than world-class fighters, who appears to be taking up the pace of him. Medina trying to switch this thing back in his favor. Nice uppercut throw that time by the Prince. Love begins to trickle from the face again of Medina, and now it's Medina with that look of pain on his face as the Prince beginning to get that cocky look back on his face because he knows things are going back his way. This is the first time since the third round where the Prince is really shining again and has that confident look. Look at him switch one way, back the other way. But the Prince, who, you may say after losing right about the 4th, 5th, and 6th round, may be beginning to work. He's showing no signs of that here. And the set he just landed 2 real vicious shots. Back again. And the blood from that right eye again. And he's stuck him again. Prince lands the right hand. Medina tries to come back, and instead the Prince lands him again in his face. But eye is becoming as got Hamed out in front back in this fight. Watching Kingdom around the world. And we're glad that you can be with us for this, the WBO Featherweight Championship of the world. It's Naseem Hamed. And a very difficult fight for the Prince. He's showing one thing. Former champion is down and falling to the canvas. The Prince has dropped him twice in this fight. And he was on the time and shoot on the ground. Straight left hand gets through. Looking around the right hand. To the right hand is the champion. Medina continues to come forward. And now really exerting himself to try to get this fight. As they say that he gets put with a straight left hand. The promotes his head back. Both of these guys want it so bad they can taste it. And that's what makes it. Referee finds him down for the second time. One looping hand again. And the Prince is trying to end this thing. He's trying to put this thing away. Prince loads up another shot. You see the time remaining in the ninth round. Medina tries to hold it off. Down once in the second round, down twice here in the ninth. Inside of 20 seconds to go in the ninth round now. He's clipped again with a nice left hand. The right hand staggers the leg. And the Prince smiling at him. Very frustrating to have a guy hit you. He's got him hit again in that corner. Medina hangs on. He's hit again. His legs almost buckle underneath him. I don't know how he's staying on his feet. The Prince playing on in the bang. It's another fourth round. The Prince to see. Fifth round. Will it be the 10th and final round? It's scheduled for 12. Medina has shown courage throughout this fight. In the 7th, a tough 8th round, and then a terrific 9th round. This kid is for real. These 3 rounds to go. He's hit right now. He's trying to look this guy up. He's looking for his opportunity. And on 3 different occasions tonight, he's been able to drop the hammer and drop consequently Medina. Big left hand by Medina. And that shows you another thing about the Prince. He's hit 2 or 3 times in this fight. Proving that he's got heart and power. And when things are going bad for him, he was able to turn it around. Now he's loading up shots here. All business is to see Hamed right now. Just as he's trying to get out of the way, he can drop the right hand on the wrist and back. See that he gets 39 to count out. Landed 17 for 43. So while the needle thing, the judges don't have one step on them. So they won't be influenced by that. They're going to be influenced more by the flow of the fight. He can land the shot in the body here. 6. But other than that, the Prince is showing. Prince ducks underneath. He does couple things up, turns back here. He'll lunge at you, he'll leap into the left foot. He'll throw a straight right hand. He's very quick hands and extremely quick on his feet. My opinion. And now he's got that cocky look in his face like, hey, it's coming, guy. I got your number. Bangs him behind the left ear. Looking to end the fight here. He's going to go. Leaping right catches him. Back to the left hand. Medina is definitely in the flow of the fight of the Prince. Looking to land the big left hand. Bounces that one off the forehead. Oh, look at this guy. Comes to the uppercut. The way Mike Tyson throws him. Bends to the knee. And throws him from a squatting position. Looking just pushing past the nose. That one didn't. It landed. And the 11th round is by the board. But that's a Prince Naseem Hamed 11th round.
He's the winner by way of technical knockout. Still undefeated. Still WBO Featherweight Champion of the World, Prince Naseem Hamed.
We're just about set for the opening bell. This is scheduled for 12. Does Prince get a lesson of his life tonight? Or does Boom Boom Johnson go into retirement? That's what it's all about. Boom Boom in the best possible physical shape he can get in. Both guys have suspect chins. It's Naseem, the southpaw. He's very, very quick on his feet as Naseem, and he's very quick with his hands. He grabs this kid at some stage and keeps running away, throws him into the ropes, throws him in. Now you see him hang on. takes him away from the center of the ring, and then is that awkward position caught Tom Johnson. Those are the types of things at the corner. Guys like Mo Sims, Vonzell Johnson, Jeff Gramoja, Jason Mozak, that he was not going to knock out Alicea in the third round of that fight, and he knocked him out in the second round. So Naseem is very dangerous. He can hit. He's got a lot of power. And he's getting away with that right-hand lunging shot. But this is more than just a fight. This is a head game between these two guys, too. Because Tom will beat him with his left hook and then his right hand if he continues to fight as a right-handed fighter. He snaps his left up, again fighting as a orthodox fighter. And now again he's hot-dogging you with Boom Boom. Boom bangs him with the elbow to the side of the head. Catches him with a left hook inside. I think from the time that Johnson threw him into the corner in the first round that he kind of surprised him. Boom Boom catches him with that nice straight left hand. Wanted to hit the body more. You see Naseem missing more. Naseem with lunging blows. Tom, meanwhile, you never know what Naseem will do, but Tom doesn't want to sit there. He should take a step and get out of there. Instead, he ties him up inside. Naseem tries to talk to him. The third round that he had in the first round. Look, you see that quick inside elbow and forearm by Boom Boom? Naseem hasn't fought a guy that can do things like this. Tom caught him with a nice elbow inside, and it's got some adrenaline going for both fighters. Naseem caught Tom, caught him again. There he is. He thinks he can finish Tom in this third round. And his Boom Boom coming back now. He's going for the third round knockout. Oh, he got Johnson with a good right hand. Tom's legs are actually gone right now. He's got to get off the ropes. He's got to fire. Give me some. Look at this. Tom Johnson is out on his feet right now. Just a few seconds remaining in this the third round. Oh, he got him! He went down! Did he call out a knockdown or not? We don't know.
Seconds out, round 4.
He was down a couple of times against Epibaleno, but Tom's legs are gone now. And he's frustrated by him. He threw him to the canvas. He's sticking his tongue out at him. Look at this stuff. He's really taunting Tom Johnson. Oh, he walked into another right hand. He's got the experience. He's got the desire. Oh, he just missed the right hand that time by Naseem. Tom's taking a lot of headshots, and it's too many. Naseem Hamed in his tailor-made leopard skin trunks. Tom Boom Boom Johnson in his black and red trunks with white trim as well. A few times in his career come back to win fights. Here's Naseem fighting as a right-handed fighter again. I'll tell you one thing. Naseem's corner should be telling him, don't horse around as much with this guy. Boom Boom is a determined, experienced guy. You can just see that there's an awful lot of power in the hands of Prince Naseem Hamed. He's got his glove open, and a throw backhander like that is illegal, but Rudy Battle hasn't said anything. Tom's got to load up that right hand. He's got to catch this guy to slow him down. Johnson having a much better fifth round, but it's Naseem that's scoring the heavier blows. And he comes in now. Tom invites him in. He bangs him back of the rib, bangs him in the kidney. Boom Boom doing a little street fighting here. Oh, he caught Naseem. Naseem come in. I thought that Tom actually did stagger Hamed at the end of that fifth round. This could get real interesting now. Tom is a classic boxer with the finest trainers and handlers. Who's won this? We're halfway through it. This is a fairly even. Oh, nice right hand. Now Tom should come on a bit here. And the fact that he was staggered himself in the fifth round doesn't look like he was really that much affected by that shot. But that hand got through. Oh, the right hand got him again. But he leads away. Now he tries to get the legs going. The youngster, the really showman of boxing now in the world. Right now, it's Naseem's wild shots against Tom Johnson's boxing skill and defensive ability. Nobody's really done anything to this point. Naseem misses. Johnson grazes one. Johnson's landed one grazing blow, and that's about it. But Naseem isn't landing anything right now. Under a minute to go in this round. And Tom was off balance and caught again. He caught him really good. Tom was really off balance with the first shot. And now Naseem having a field day teeing off again. Tom's going to hang on and throw some bunches. Legs tell the story here, because they want to shoot this tight so you can't see the legs. And we can't really tell, but we saw it live, so we know his legs are gone right here. He can't allow this guy. He's right in Naseem's punching area. Tom is right in his punching area. Bad spot for Tom Johnson. He's right in Naseem's punching power area. And Naseem tagged him a couple more times, real heavy. Tom is taking some real shots here. He's got to hang on or he's going to go. Rudy Battle giving him every chance. Big shot. Only a few seconds left in the round. A big round that time for Naseem Hamed. That was a big round for Naseem. And Tom isn't fully recovered. It's going to be tough for him to survive this 8th round. Naseem caught him with a good shot again. But he doesn't have that elasticity in his knees at all. And Naseem is loading up shots again. And you see how staggery Tom is on his feet? You see, even when he gets back up on his toes, he's not in good position. He goes with that left-hand lead, catches Tom again. And in the first opening part of this round, I didn't think he'd make it through this round. Naseem has got all kinds of confidence in this guy with the right hand that time. Naseem goes right. Oh, did he catch Johnson with a tailor-made right hand that time? He's falling back on his heels. Pure instinct is all Boom Boom is on now. He's on remote control. He's ready to go. He's hanging on to Naseem. He's trying to fight back. His arms weigh 100 pounds apiece to Tom Johnson. He's ready to crumble. Rudy's going to have to stop the fight if he doesn't get busy. The uppercut drops him. I don't think he'll be able to get up from it. It's too heavy. Too many tough blows. It counts up to 7 and 8 and 9. He's back up at 9. What tremendous conditioning. He stops the fight, and he did the right thing.
Next fight, not everybody sees.
Oh, look at that uppercut that brought him down.
He has unified the IBF and WBO Featherweight Championship. He is the world champion, Prince Naseem Hamed.
Okay, man, this is what it's all about. Remember, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. May the best man win. Touch up. Let's go. Come on, guys. Touch it up. All right, let's do this.
There's the bell. Both guys come out throwing hard shots. Both guys are southpaws. All cheers for Kevin Kelly in the introduction. Boos and cheers for Naseem Hamed. Both fighters threw hard punches the first 2 seconds into the round. Neither landed. Naseem starts with the shoulder wiggle. I don't think you get points for that in New York. 20 to go, just about. Round number 1. Naseem Hamed coming on a little bit. Naseem starting to open up with Kevin against the rope. Oh! And down goes Prince Naseem! Down goes the Prince! Kevin Kelly timed it and caught him! Naseem Hamed has been down before, but he gets up. Replay. Naseem comes in. Kelly with a right on the chin. Kevin Kelly staying outside. Another good shot by Kevin Kelly. Prince Naseem is still a very dangerous fighter. Can't relax like Junior Jones did. Staying in the southpaw stance. Looks like Naseem got hit again by Kelly. Kelly is starting to use that jab to reach him. He's hurt him again. Prince Naseem is fighting backwards now. He jumps up and almost walks into a Kelly right hook. No Pernell Whitaker move. Down he goes again. Another big punch by Kevin Kelly.
7, 8, 9.
The crowd is going. Prince Naseem Hamed has been down in the first, down in the second. Kevin Kelly very controlled. Kevin Kelly pot-shotting Prince right now. Another big right hand. Kevin Kelly is doing a lot of damage. He's got Naseem Hamed hurt against the ropes. This is the Kevin Kelly of about 6 or 7 years ago. Very controlled. The consummate boxer, not trying to get into a slugfest with a guy who's a big puncher. Down goes Kevin Kelly.
6, 7, 8. Come on, baby.
This fight is taking on. There's a short right that drops Kelly.
Let's go.
Folks, now it's turning into a slugfest. Kevin Kelly's trying to end this right now. Kevin Kelly is trying to end this fight right now. Didn't seem to be too hurt from that knockdown. Big left over the top by Kevin. He's stalking Prince Naseem. This I did not expect. Kevin Kelly finding the range against Prince Naseem. 24 seconds to go here in round 2. Round 3 here at Madison Square Garden. Tony Page with you at ringside. Glad you're here. Now it's turning into a jab fest. Kevin Kelly's the taller fighter, longer reach. Oh, a big shot. Naseem is out on his feet. I think Naseem is out on his feet. He wobbled something big time. Rumble on the inside instead of staying outside and getting caught by Kevin's overhand shots. He's getting hammered by that right jab by Kevin Kelly. Felt that Kevin uses his boxing skills as he turns righty.
Keep him up, keep him up.
He's a very good boxer. But he's been rumbling the last couple of years. A lot of tension in Madison Square Garden. Kelly takes a good shot from Prince Naseem. Good inside shot by Naseem. Another good shot by Prince Naseem. Less than 20 here to go. Round 3.
Stay right there.
Here we go, round number 4, Madison Square Garden. 12 rounds seems such a long way to go in this fight. Kevin back to using that right pile driving jab. Kevin reaching Naseem again. Oh, Kevin's throwing those overhand shots. Naseem's trying to counter it by rocking back on his hands, back on his feet. I'm sorry. Ryan Engel, trainer. Naseem Hamed told him, don't rumble with Kevin Kelly. Oh, another overhand left by Kevin Kelly. Snapping his head back. Another reaching left hand by Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly still throws those chopping punches. Down goes Kevin Kelly. Oh, that was a solid shot by Naseem. That one hurt Kevin.
Hey, give me your hands. Back up.
Look at some of the knockdowns. Good double left. Good right hand by Naseem. Kevin Kelly is still dangerous. And he's calling that a knockdown because Naseem Hamed's glove touched the ground. That happened earlier in the fight. Kelly hit him again. Kelly throwing hard punches again. This fight has ebb and flow, back and forth. Both guys throwing home run shots now. Down goes Kelly again. 40 seconds to go in round 4.
7, 8, 9, 10.
They stopped the fight. Naseem Hamed knocked out Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly was a split second too late getting up. Here's where Kevin got caught.
The undefeated WBO featherweight champion of the world, Prince Naseem Hamed.